Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a new beauty tested video where we get to put on all new releases on our face and just play around, do a makeup look that I've been wearing in a couple videos that I know you guys have wanted to see, so I'm showing you that technique just using all new products. So I am so excited to share with you this look. This is like my favorite makeup look currently to wear when I'm going full glam. A huge shout out and thank you to Hi Mirror for sponsoring the next portion of this video. I'm going to be showing you guys this mirror right behind me, which is the Hi Mirror Slide. It is a smart mirror and it is the coolest mirror you guys are ever going to see. My makeup has been turning out flawless using this, and that's why I have been absolutely loving it. So let's zoom in. The Hi Mirror Slide is very intuitive. You have your back button, your home screen, and then this turns on your lights. So I'm going to turn on my lights first to show you guys all the settings. The brightest setting is outdoor and sunny days, and then you have bright office room, supermarket, restaurant party room, and sunset, which is the warmest, as you can see. And then also you can tone it down depending on how bright you want the light. And I love how bright it goes because my makeup has never looked better. I can see every single pore on my face, everywhere that I've missed with foundation. It just has the best lighting. So I love the lighting. And you can also have the lighting on when you slide the mirror back in. Just select what lighting you want, close it up, your lighting stays on. I like the fact that when I create an account, I can change the metric to Celsius and it doesn't stay in Fahrenheit because I am in Canada. It has Alexa, which just showed up here. I don't have it activated yet. The first feature and my favorite is the skin analyzer. There are several different skin factors that you can measure. With the skin analyzer, you can see pores, red spots, dark spots, wrinkles, fine lines, roughness, and dark circles. So I'm just gonna show you how I start a measurement, which I click on it down here. Then I have to put my face in the frame. Once it goes green,
3, 2, 1.
I have my photo here and we're going to analyze it. With the skin analyzer, you can see with your measurement what has changed in your skin. I'm going to go into my roughness, which has gone down by 8.83%. I just started using vitamin C, so this is a good thing for me. Based on my age, when I started my account, when I logged in, it shows I have good textured skin. So it has a scale of poor to excellent. You can zoom in. It shows you everywhere where there is texture on my face. I just started using vitamin C, so this is a good sign for me that my roughness is going down. This is overall my favorite app on here. I've never had anything like this before, so this is definitely something that I can check in weekly. If I want to see improvements in my skin, I can really see if my products are working. Also, products. You can go into Beauty Box, select that. I have a few products already inputted here. I actually put in my mascara the other day just because I wanted to have a reminder on in 3 months' time. It actually says 6 months on mascara, but I always do 3, so I know when to pitch it out. That's one thing that is really handy about this. Like, it gives you reminders for all your products if they're coming up on their expiry date. I just want to show you how easy it is to scan a product. I actually just ran out of my CeraVe moisturizing lotion and I have a new one here, so I'm going to show you how I scan it. You click on the plus up in the corner, has a line, and then you can see the product comes up. We want to add that. You can select if it's in use, which I'm currently going to be using it, and have an expiration reminder on, which is amazing. So I'm going to put the expiration date in here, which is 12 months. Over to the right is the section you may like. And this gives you recommendations based on your analysis results and your local weather conditions. So this is a very helpful section in case you need product recommendations for my roughness, dark spots, anything like this. It's gonna give me recommendations based on those results. They have a ton of other apps on here. High Skin, Body and Fitness, Makeup Studio. We have various social medias. We have Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. We have a ton of things to play with here, and they have a thing called HiTube, which is similar to YouTube. YouTube, you can actually flip the mirror around, which I will show you, lock it into place at the back of the mirror, and actually have it a vertical alignment so that you can play your video while having your mirror facing a different way. And it just depends on how you like it. You can play videos off to the side on the tablet, or you can flip it around Really depends what you like, but you'll see the two versions in my video. So I'm going to go into HiTube because it gives you a few more options. I'm gonna search my channel. So we're gonna go into my channel. I can show you, you can play your video off to the side. I'm just gonna pause myself, but you can actually minimize the screen and do other things. So this is minimized. You can also have your lights on while you are watching videos as well. So it's very convenient, very helpful, and you can follow along to your favorite tutorials while using the mirror. And if you just want to listen to the audio, you can play it closed, which I do have when I have a tan right now. So as you guys can clearly tell, I've been thoroughly enjoying the mirror. I find it very intuitive. My makeup's turning out better. I love all the apps. I can watch my YouTube, which I would typically do on my phone, but now I have it on the mirror. I can listen to music on Spotify. It literally does everything that I want it to do, and it's just perfect for every day in the morning when I put on my makeup. It's just been making my routine that much more enjoyable, and I think you guys are gonna absolutely love it. The Hi Mirror slide retails for $199. You can get it at himirror.com or amazon.com, and on Hi Mirror, they actually gave me a discount code for you guys. It's not an affiliate code, it's simply to save you some money. I will have it on the screen, so if you decide to shop at himirror.com, you can save a little bit of money. So that is it for the sponsored portion of the video. Thank you so much to Hi Mirror for sponsoring this part of the video, and we're going to get to my new makeup tested and my favorite makeup look currently. So have you guys zoomed in? We're going to be doing the eyes first. As you can see, I have my brows done as well as a base, and I do have some new brushes that I'm going to be using for today's tutorial. I have my rougher brushes and also my BH Cosmetics Nazanin Kavari brushes in here. Very affordable, this whole set plus the case, $27. Can't really beat it. I put this in my favorites video, so definitely check those out. And I'm going to show you how these all work today. So I started off with my Rougher 16, and I just set my base, which was my Nars Soft Matte Complete Concealer, because we're going to be using that foundation today, with the Laura Mercier Honey Powder. Also going to be using that today on my face. So I just wanted to quickly do that just to get us ahead. It's just boring, I find, to watch every single time. The eyeshadow palette I will be using today to complete my look is the new Wet n Wild Coffee Cat eyeshadow palette. This palette, oh, it's so gorgeous. I've been on a mission to find drugstore eyeshadow palettes that are really good quality, and this is one of the best ones I've ever tried, to be quite honest. The colors in this are beautiful. It actually is coffee scented as well, which I personally don't care for scented eyeshadows, but it has that gimmick to it. And this shade right here is my perfect transition color. I love it so much. So we're gonna start off with that on the Nazanin Kavari BH6 brush. And we're gonna do a very winged out look today. I've done a similar look to this several times on my channel. I just haven't filmed it yet. And this has been my go-to glam look. I love this look so much. You can see the pigment in that shadow. Easy to blend out too. And the thing that I find about drugstore eyeshadows or affordable eyeshadows in general is that they don't tend to last as long as some of my higher end, high quality eyeshadows. But this isn't the case with this palette, and that's why I wanted to mention it, because it's very good quality. These shadows last all day with zero fading, and they're so easy to work with. Just wish it didn't smell. And these brushes, I just love the design of them as well. I'm just gonna mix these two shades to deepen up the corner. And if I need to, I'm just gonna go back and blend it out. That could have been bad. I always do that. Poke my eye out. One of these days I'm going to, on camera, poke my eye out. It's not gonna be good. And it doesn't matter how messy it gets in the inner corner, because we can always clean that up after, because we're doing our eyes first. And this has just been how I've been doing my makeup lately, is always eyes first. Find my brows and my eyeshadow, everything just looks cleaner. My foundation, obviously, because I don't have to patch it or fix it if I make a mistake with my eyes. And then going in with this color right here, we're just going to deepen up ever so slightly more. Now taking the BH8 and the darkest shade in the palette, we're going to smudge out a winged liner. Just going to give like a winged shadow effect. It's not going to be defined whatsoever. We just want to keep it with the shape we already have, just keep going deeper and deeper. So I'm pushing this along the lash line, and then I'm going to drag it up like that. So if you did that with wing liner, it would look very thick, but with the shadow, we're just going to blend it out. It just will give the eye a more lifted effect like that. Snatched, if you will. Do you see how I look blending? I have all the brushes in my fingers ready to like flip around and get stuff done. I need to stop laughing. It's like hard to blend my wrinkles. You can build this up as much or as little as you want. I think I'm gonna kind of stop there. And I'm gonna add a little bit of my translucent powder just to clean up that area of my lid, just to make it a little bit more seamless. Taking the number 9 BH brush, I'm gonna take this highlight shade underneath my brow bone. For mascara, I'm using the new Nars Climax Extreme Mascara. I loved the original Climax Mascara. It was one of my favorite mascaras of the year when it came out. I've already used this a couple times. I actually input it in my mirror, if you guys saw that. Very voluminous mascara. I like the Climax way better as soon as it dries out a bit. So right now it's a little too wet of a formula for me personally, but I feel like give it a couple more weeks and this is gonna be a go-to mascara of mine. I'm just gonna let that dry, but I love the packaging on this. Most mascara tubes are just smooth there, and this you can really get a nice grip on. I love it. And then for lashes, I have these ones from H&B Cosmetics. They're in the Style That Be. You can read it right there. These lashes I already pre-cut to fit my eyes. I've been wearing them a bunch lately. I really love these lashes. They're super fluffy and fluttery. These will be very dramatic initially, even with my eyeshadow. Just wait till the whole face is put together. Everything will come together, trust me. But these look very dramatic when I first put them on. Now that the eyelashes are on, we're going to go ahead and start the face and then finish up underneath the eye. And I'm actually going to start my skin by using the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray by Charlotte Tilbury. You guys know how much I love this, but I've only been using it to set my face, and it's still my favorite setting spray of all time, just doing it the once. But it says on this to use before and after. So I've been testing that out, and you guys also recommended doing that as well. I still love it just the once, so I might not switch to doing it both if I still have the same sort of results. But I just wanted to try it out in here because I haven't done that in a tutorial yet. And with the foundation, I'm going to be using, one of you recommended using the Rare Beauty primer, which I absolutely love. So I thought it would be good to use this as well. Just based on your guys' recommendations, I love to do what you tell me to try. And this is an illuminating primer. I also feel like it smooths my skin a little bit as well. Not my hair though, so I don't know why I'm putting it there. More than any other makeup product lately, you guys have been wanting me to review this foundation. So this has been a #1 recommendation product to try that you want me to test out. So I have 3 shades here. I'm gonna swatch them all on my face quickly for you guys. Usually I'm Vanuatu, but I also have Stromboli and Barcelona. So this is Stromboli. You can see that's too yellow for me. This is Vanuatu, which is my typical shade. You can see that's a really good shade match for me because it's pretty much disappearing into my skin. And then we have Barcelona, which also works for me on occasion. You can see just based on the undertone, Vanuatu is the one we're gonna go with first. This is the Nars Soft Matte Complete Foundation. You guys know my love for the concealer. And I'm using medium 3.5. Just gonna quickly blend everything in. This won't be an issue having the swatches there because this is so full coverage. You guys are gonna see like, bye-bye my skin. Bye-bye blemish. Goodbye redness. And a little goes a very, very long way. Less is more with this 100%. The difference is insane. So normally, I don't like full-on full coverage like this right off the hop. I like to be able to build my foundation. But this one, the consistency is really nice. When I first swatched it, I thought it was gonna be a little too dry. But honestly, on the face, it just performs so beautifully. And I've had such great success with this foundation. So I can see why so many people are loving it because it does wear beautifully. Has that full coverage I know a lot of people are looking for. Still personally, for me, for this to be my ideal foundation, I would have loved it to be medium buildable. But overall, no complaints thus far. And this is one of those few foundations that are actually mask proof. Like as soon as this sets on your skin, it's not going anywhere. This genuinely does not move and transfer onto my mask when I wear it. Jeez, I'm just gonna put everything in my hair today. So as you can see, it has a beautiful finish. I don't even feel like I would need concealer using this foundation because it is so full coverage, but I am going to use the Soft Matte Complete Concealer, also by Nars, just to pair with it. And I'm just going to go in the inner corner where I have the darkness. And for the concealer, I'm using the shade Macadamia. And this brush I'm using isn't part of the sets, it's just honestly my favorite concealer brush and to prime my eyelids. It's the Zoeva 146. I feel like I can't do my makeup without it at this point. For bronzer, I don't have anything new, so I'm just going to quickly go through my cream bronzing routine, and I'm using my Fenty cream bronzer in Teddy. Then I picked up a bunch of sponges for super cheap on Shein, and I just wet one, so this is damp. Look how huge it is. I didn't expect it to get that big. Like it's big as my face. I love the colors that they came in. And this is going to sound weird, but I actually like to put my under eye powder on with a dry sponge. And I know that's typically not what you're supposed to do, but it's what works for me. In all honesty, I find when I use a wet sponge, it tends to lift up that product underneath my eye when I'm using powder. So I do prefer to use a dry sponge when I do that. So I'm just going to try out these sponges and set my under eye, and then set my whole face with the damp sponge. High maintenance. And before I forget, the powder I'm using is the one I'm raving about lately. It is the new Honey Powder, translucent powder from Laura Mercier. It's so good. It was made for those with medium skin tone, which I have. A lighter medium skin tone, but if you have a medium skin tone like me, this is made for us. It is so good. It's not as yellow as a traditional banana powder, which is why I love it. It just works for my skin tone. I don't know if I like these. It's so big. I like the angle on it. It's just so big. So I tried to use that sponge, but it's honestly a little too large. So I'm just gonna quickly set everything with my hourglass brush. And if this side of my head ever looks patchy because of my bronzer, it's honestly not patchy, it's just my head bones. I always look at it when I'm editing and it does look patchy, but I can't control the bones in my head. It just always will look patchy. So if you've ever thought I've had patchy forehead bronzer, now you know why. It's like the light bouncing off the bones in my head because they protrude. Fun fact. Then I just want to do a quick dusting of my MAC Give Me Sun powder. I'm using it on the Rougher 22 brush. Wanted to use this for bronzer or powder. And this bronzer is awesome because you can't really screw it up. And it just makes everything look that much more blended, minus my forehead bone. For blush, I'm going to use the H&B Cosmetics Dare to Be Different blush. And this is in Self-Made. I've been loving this shade. Probably my favorite thing from H&B Cosmetics is this blush, and I'm using this brush in number 3, blush and brush. So hard to say those two together. And this is just a beautiful light peach shade. Again, when you have something really dramatic, I just personally like a blush like this. And since it's matte, it doesn't accentuate my large pores. It kind of blurs the skin almost. So this is one of those ones that I could use totally across the bridge of my nose because it's very blurring. So we're going for a very dramatic cut look. So I'm going to be using 2 products in this new Pixie palette. It is the Nuance Quartet Honey Nectar. And I'm going to use the contour shade as well as the highlight today. So I'm just going to take such a small amount of the contour because we're already looking quite chiseled. And I'm just going to put this at the very back portion. That cooler tone is going to give that hollow looking definition. Then I'm going to take my bronzer brush just to make sure it's all blended. It doesn't look gray. And then taking the number 5 brush from BH, I'm going to use the highlight shade. And I've used this before, and this has a little too much glitter for my taste. Still pretty, but I just prefer something less glittery. So now to quickly finish off the under eye before I move on to the lips, which I have some amazing lip colors and combos to show you. Another favorite part of this look. So I'm just taking my favorite brown in the palette, just lightly smoking it underneath my lower lash line. And then a very light coat of mascara on my lower lashes. You gotta be careful with this wand. For lips, I'm gonna use the NYX lip pencil in the shade Coffee. And it was just coincidence that this goes along with the Coffee collection from Wet n Wild, which I'll be using their lip glosses too. It's just funny how it worked out. So I've been loving this color. I think it pairs beautifully with the lip color I'm going to be using. For lips, I have 3 shades of these Makeup Forever Rouge Artist Intense Color Beautifying lipsticks. All the colors I picked are fairly similar. I have a beige, a peach, and a pink, because I wanted the nude shades, so I'm going to actually use the pink, though the beige in this collection, you guys, is 100% my thing. So I'm forcing myself not to do beige lips. So I'm going to start with the pink, and this is the packaging. It's super cool, kind of like those brushes, like this whole dagger design. I love it. But for the Makeup Forever lipsticks, you can actually put them on the bottom and use them like a wand applicator, like this. So I thought that was pretty cool. And these smell good too. So I'm just going to do a light layer of the pink. And then along with that Wet n Wild Coffee Cat palette, I also picked up the 3 lip glosses that went with it. These smell like coffee too, but I much prefer the smell in these, especially because they're on my lips. And I love the colors here. So I'm going to show you 2 of them. These 2. I'm going to start with this one, which is Lavita Mocha. And I love this lip color just paired with that coffee liner. But I wanted to show you the Makeup Forever lipsticks in this video too, because those are new and really cool. I don't know how I talk while doing this. So that is my perfect nude shade and what I was wearing in my photo. But I also wanted to do another lip combo and see which one you guys like better, because I'm obsessed with this color. So I'm going to wipe this off and go ahead and put on this one. So which lip color did you guys like better? Did you like my lighter one or this one? I love them both. But to finish off the look, I'm going to seal the deal with, you know it, my Charlotte Tilbury spray. I'll try other things, but honestly, nothing's going to ever beat this, I can't see. It's literally the best. But I'm still testing out sandwiching this with my makeup. So putting it before. This is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, testing all new makeup products. A lot of these products I've used many times before, and as you can see, this is my go-to glam makeup look for fall. I've worn this in several videos, and I know a lot of you wanted me to recreate the eye look specifically, and I played around with some different lip combos for you in this. So I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know which lip combo you like the best, if you would rock this look for fall. Very chiseled look, more so than I typically do, but as I said, this has been my go-to for when I want something dramatic. So I absolutely love it personally. Hope you guys do too. And be sure to check out my link down below and the code for the High Mirror slide in case you're curious to pick up that. Again, thank you so much to High Mirror for sponsoring that beginning portion of my video. Appreciate it very much. Absolutely love the mirror and cannot wait to continue to use it, as well as all these other makeup products that I have been absolutely loving. So thank you guys again so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.